you are.
I'm going to yawn.
I don't want to yawn during your meeting.
Is our sedentary way of life killing us? Are we spending more time sitting than we are getting up and moving around? Our bodies are meant to move. When we don't use our bodies as they were designed, we're more likely to have health problems such as diabetes, obesity, and muscle atrophy. Think about your daily routine. Does it sound something like this? Wake up in the morning, eat breakfast, get in the car, rush to work, only to sit behind a desk for 7 to 8 hours a day? The only break you get is to eat lunch behind your desk or in the break room. You get back in the car after work, drive home, eat dinner, and then what do? We sit in front of the couch and watch a few shows before we roll ourselves into bed. If that sounds like a normal day for you, then you might have something called the sitting disease. A disease where you sit more than you stand and move around. I'm going to cover two main topics. The first topic will discuss some of the things that cause our sedentary lifestyle, and the second will discuss the effects of this unhealthy lifestyle. So what exactly is a sedentary lifestyle? According to Stephen Blair, professor of exercise at the University of South Carolina, and one of the world's premier experts on exercise and its health benefits, he states a sedentary lifestyle is one where the person has a sedentary job, no physical activity program, and is basically inactive at home and around the yard. Blair also states in his article in the Silence Daily that 25 to 35% of Americans are inactive, and physical inactivity is the leading healthcare problem in the 21st century. Let's look at these charts. This one shows America in 2007. The people polled said that they had no physical activity other than their regular job in the past 30 days. These darker ones at the top, the dark blue, is 15 to 20% of the population that had no physical activity. The orange at the bottom is 20 to 35% of the population. Now let's fast forward 5 years. This is 2012. Look at all that color. This pink, the dark pink, that is 40 to 45% of the population that reports no physical activity. Just look at the difference that 5 years can make. This just goes to prove how much this inactivity is really affecting our country. So what has made Americans so inactive? What factors are contributing to this sedentary lifestyle? An increase in technology has aided this new lifestyle. Inventions such as the elevator, the escalator, walking sidewalks, our cars, and even our riding lawnmowers are all examples of how we have adapted our environment to our lifestyles to demand that we do more things in the same amount of time. In addition to getting to place faster, we're also expending less energy than we previously did. Our jobs are also contributing to our sedentary way of life. If you're like me, then you go to work and sit at the desk for 7 hours. Instead of walking to ask your coworker a question, you're picking up the phone or shooting her an email. Not only is our mode of transportation and our jobs adding to our non-active lifestyle, our sources of entertainment are limiting our movement as well. When we're done with work and dinner is done, we plop down in front of the television or the gaming console. An article on television and screen time from the Minnesota Department of Health states that television has been a fixture in American households for the past 60 years. The average American household has the television on for 8 hours a day. 61% of children under the age of 2 use screen media, and 43% of children watch television every day. Now that we've discussed what is causing this sedentary lifestyle, let's look at the effects this unhealthy lifestyle is causing our bodies. Our bodies were designed to move. When we're not moving, our bodies are more likely to have health problems later in life. A few of the main health problems that can arise from a completely sedentary lifestyle is obesity, diabetes, and muscle atrophy. In an article by Chris Weaver, who's a certified personal trainer with a Bachelor's of Science degree, he stated that obesity is becoming an epidemic in the United States, with estimates that 1/3 of the population is currently obese. What's even worse is the growing number of children and young people that fit into the obese category. Along with obesity comes other health problems such as diabetes. According to the Diabetes Research and Wellness Foundation, diabetes is a defect in the body's ability to convert glucose or sugar to energy. Type 2 diabetes accounts for 90 to 95% of all diabetes cases. Type 2 diabetes is primarily found in adults. However, there's a growing number of children that have type 2 diabetes. There's a strong correlation between diabetes and physical inactivity. If obesity and diabetes weren't enough, I want to discuss one more risk of having a sedentary lifestyle. This risk is called muscle atrophy. According to George Cranston, a certified health writer for Health Guidance magazine, he states that muscle atrophy is the loss or wasting away of muscle tissue throughout the body, which is caused by a lack of physical activity. When your muscles are not used as often as they should be, your movement is limited and your muscles can be damaged. A sedentary lifestyle that results in very little exercise can promote muscle atrophy. The less muscles they use, the more serious concern for this disease is. In conclusion, living a sedentary lifestyle can be damaging to our health. Our bodies were designed to move and be used regularly. Sitting all day long is not an effective use of our bodies. To reduce your risk of health problems like obesity, diabetes, and muscle atrophy, daily exercise is recommended. According to the National Library of Medicine, obesity and type 2 diabetes have reached epidemic proportions in the United States. It is well documented that exercise plays a vital role in reducing these risks. We need to get up off that couch, get out of that chair, and move our bodies the way they were meant to. Thank you.
Good job.
I felt like I was going to my nursing conference or
Yikes.
something.
As she's munching away at her